Karl, thank you for joining us. Your thoughts after that one?
Huffed and puffed. I thought 2 set plays, which we spoke about, that we conceded stupidly. And then from then on, we failed to find a rhythm. But I don't think they had any rhythm. I think there was a very stale game in some ways. We didn't take our chances in the first half, and they came along. We were flippant in our finishing, and then it just petered out the way you'd imagine with the amount of players we don't have available. You always know the game's going to fall away like that. And that for us is disappointing, but you're playing against a team that were in the league above this time last year and we're competing to stay in the league above. Incredibly resourced, and we've probably taken the goals out, we've probably controlled large parts of that. But we're a scout now, you can see that, and also the referees want to get involved in it as well. To see only 3 minutes put up towards the end just shows you how flippant that was. But from my point of view, we thought there was a sloppiness in some of our play, but I thought we controlled most of the game without being at our best, and that's a little bit disappointing.
Was as well as being disappointing, was it frustrating that second half that we were trying to find a way through that? We played
three different shapes, but we gave that opportunity to go ahead in the game. And from that point of view, it's frustrating on my behalf. I think whatever we say to you externally, I think you'd imagine what's said inside the 4 walls is a lot more in depth and a little bit more to the point and blunt in some ways. But we have to come out of these games better because of the consequences of it. And what I've seen in the celebrations and everything else from the opposition afterwards, it just shows you how big of a game this is for the people. We've got to know that we've got to make sure when people do that, we're equally as ready for that. And we will be. We will be. Sometimes when you fall short and you reflect, it should only make you better. And with the players that we've got out injured at the moment, we know we've got a lot of work to do. We know there'll be frustrations that lie within that. But from my point of view, it's about staying calm and staying true to who we are and finding a better version of that next week.
And speaking of next week, it's Cheltenham away, so you're expecting the same.
Yeah, I think before the season started, if you looked, Fleetwood at home and Cheltenham away, there were 2 teams in the league above last season, and everyone now expected us because we're doing okay to steamroll these teams. That's so far from the truth. There's a lot more that we need to do. There's a lot more control that we need to find, and hopefully over time that we'll find that, and we'll be better because of the consequence of today's result.